So it's 3 in the morning, and my roommates and I are in the middle of a serious, high-stakes Mario Kart tournament. Suddenly, my buddy Kyle looks at the security cam feed on his phone and freezes. Some guy is in our driveway trying to pick the lock on my old, beat-up Honda Civic. Now, we could have called the cops, but we'd been drinking espresso martinis all night, and honestly, we were feeling a little extra. I whispered, "Don't scare him off, get the hammock." We snuck out the back door barefoot like a bunch of budget ninjas. While the guy was focused on the car door, we came around the side, and 4 of us tackled him into a giant, heavy-duty fishing net we keep for lake trips. He started screaming, but we didn't say a word. We just worked in total silence. We hauled him over to the front yard and used about 4 rolls of neon pink duct tape to secure him to my roommate's giant concrete bird bath. By the time we were done, he couldn't move a finger. He just looked like a very tall, very angry neon garden ornament. When the police finally rolled up, they found us sitting on the porch, eating cold pizza and tossing popcorn at him. The officer walked up, poked the pink tape with his flashlight, and just put in his hands. He didn't even ask us to help. He just called for a flatbed truck, laughing the entire time, and told us, "Nice work, boys, but please, never do this again."
So, my cousin Tyler's was having his bachelor party at this isolated lake house in rural Georgia. We're talking 12 dudes, a massive charcoal grill, and way too many craft IPAs. Around midnight, I stepped out onto the back deck to grab some air when I noticed a flashlight flickering in the guest cottage across the lawn. Now, Tyler's younger brother was supposed to be sleeping there, but he was currently inside, losing a high-stakes game of poker. I realized instantly we had a guest. I didn't call the cops first. No. I walked back inside and whispered 4 words. "Someone's in the cottage." You have never seen 12 tipsy guys move so fast. We didn't grab guns. We grabbed supplies. My buddy Mike, who's a professional arborist, grabbed 100 feet of industrial climbing rope. Another guy grabbed a giant roll of industrial-strength plastic wrap from the kitchen. We surrounded the cottage like a tactical unit. If that tactical unit was wearing Hawaiian shirts and flip-flops. When the burglar tried to climb out the bathroom window, he didn't find the police. He found Mike, who tackled him into a pile of pine needles. We didn't hurt him, but we did get creative. By the time the sheriff arrived, 45 minutes later, because, again, we were in the middle of nowhere, they found the guy, completely mummified, in plastic wrap. He was standing upright, tied to a giant oak tree, with about 50 loops of rope. We had even placed a party hat on his head and set up a lawn chair in front of him, where Tyler was calmly eating a burger. The sheriff pulled up, shined his light on the human burrito, and just sighed. He looked at us, looked at the burglar, who was literally sobbing through the plastic, and then started laughing so hard he had to lean against his cruiser. He told us the guy had been hitting summer homes all month. The best part? The cops didn't even unwrap him. They just tipped him over, slid him into the back of the van, like a piece of luggage, and drove off. Tyler says it was the best wedding gift he ever got.
So my buddies and I were having this massive 4th of July barbecue at my place in Texas. We're talking 20 guys, 3 smokers, and way too much brisket. Around 10 p.m., I headed to the garage to grab another bag of ice when I saw some dude trying to wheel my custom lawnmower out the side door. I froze, realized what was happening, and ran back to the patio. I didn't yell. I just whispered, "Someone's in the garage, messing with the mower." You have never seen 20 grown men move so quietly. We didn't grab bats. We grabbed the decorations. My cousin Vinny, who's a pro wrestler, literally spearheaded the guy into the flower beds. We didn't hurt him, but we did decide to have some fun. One of the guys found 5 rolls of heavy-duty red, white, and blue streamers, and a giant roll of industrial shrink wrap from my warehouse. By the time the cops showed up 30 minutes later, they found this guy, completely mummified, in plastic and patriotic streamers. We'd tied him to the flagpole in the front yard, and someone had even stuck a sparkler in his hand, though we didn't light it, obviously. The officer stepped out of his car, shined his light on the patriotic mummy, and just lost it. He was laughing so hard he couldn't even read the guy his rights. They had to call a tow truck just to get him into the cruiser, because he was wrapped so tight he couldn't sit down. Best party ever.